So DJI's geofencing gone wrong. Coming up. What's up, all you drone maniacs out there? Welcome back to Drone Logic for your drone and tech related info from my perspective. My last video, I talked about geofencing, something that DJI is doing exclusively, and why I was all for it. Now, I also said if I found a situation in which the geofencing went wrong, I will be here to speak on it, and I have such an incident. Now, I saw this by way of OriginaldoBo, and he was asked by Drone X Factor to comment on an incident that happened. Now, this incident, and you hear different reports and different wording here and there, but supposedly someone was flying their Phantom 4 Pro in an area, and it basically became a TFR, or a temporary flight restricted area. And if you're unfamiliar with that, that's just simply an area normally it's okay to fly in, but for some reason it will become a restricted area. Generally, if it's involving large crowds of people, such as at sporting events or maybe concerts. But basically it's some place where you're going to find a large gathering of people, and this is to keep people safe from the possibility of a drone falling out of the sky and harming someone. Now, reportedly, what happened, one report anyway, was a person was flying in a TFR that went active, and their Phantom 4 Pro landed. Now, unfortunately for that pilot, it landed in the river. Now, and if they had the care refreshed, well, their chance of recovery is slim to none, and I would probably say none to none, because the person won't be recovering that drone out of the river. Now, I've also heard reports that I read wording that the person actually flew into the TFR. But either way, I think that this is geofencing gone wrong. Well, for number one reason, or the reason, is there's no reason whatsoever, regardless, for a drone to just land, right? To me, I think that's more unsafe than actually flying in a restricted area, because we never know when that drone is going to land. It can land in, a river, right? Or can you imagine a drone landing in the middle of a highway, and in the process of landing, lands and strikes a car traveling at 50, 60, 70 miles per hour? Again, that's far more dangerous than flying in that area. So by no means whatsoever should a drone just land like that. I think that that's a flaw in the software, something that DJI needs to fix. Now, what should happen? Well, if a person is flying in the area, that the TFR area that goes active, then what the drone should do, it should goes into automatic return home function, and it should return home to the pilot, and to such point that the drone gets out of the restricted area. And then once it does get out of the restricted area, then the pilot should be able to take over at that point. It should be able to cancel out the return home function. Or if the person is flying in the restricted area, then it should go into return home function. In that point, just land. I can accept the drone just landing at what return to home, but right where the pilot is and where they took off from, right? And if the person is flying toward a restricted area, well, they shouldn't be allowed to go in. So this, to me, this is what should be the software, and I hope DJI see this. Well, actually, I hope they're already on it, on top of this, trying to fix this, because I can't be the only person that's thought of this. I have to say probably most people have thought of this, because it's just common sense. So let's hope that DJI and their software engineers are already on this, trying to fix this problem. Because to me, as I said, I just think that by no means should a drone just land anywhere, because that's more dangerous than flying anywhere. I'd rather have a drone flying around than just land, and possibly land on top of somebody, or somewhere we just don't want to land, or it's dangerous to land, right? Now, I think DJI should replace that person's Phantom 4 Pro, and from what I'm hearing, that they've already in contact with that person, and it would be a huge PR move for DJI to do so, because one drone is not going to set them back. But like I said, beyond this though, I'm still a huge fan of geofencing because I think it's just DJI taking some responsibility in putting their product in the air, and I just wish more companies would get involved. But this is a situation where geofencing gone wrong, and let's just hope DJI gets this fixed or rectified as soon as possible, and we can all get an update. But like I said, y'all, this has been my drone logic for the day, and thank y'all for watching.